Number 7, Jack Jackson. Number 9, Trey Brimage. Number 20, Mac Moreland. Number 14, Henry Shearer. Number 15, Pete McCon. Number 16, Calvin Ferrati. Number 17, Colin Valentine. Number 18, Adam Rourke. Number 21, Walker Anderson. Number 23, William Carlisle. And number 28, Logan Stribling. And now the starting lineup for the Scots, leading off in center field, number 11, Braden Girovet. Batting second in right field, number 25, Patrick Turner. Batting third in left field, number 2, Harrison Duggar. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 13, Josh Bowers. Batting fifth at shortstop, number 4, Preston Gamster. Batting sixth at third base, number 8, Hunter Krause. Batting seventh and pitching, number 12, Calvin Williams. Batting eighth at first base, number 3, Jack Rich. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, Jack Curtis. And playing second base, number 6, Sam Sessions. And now for the home team, the Pirates of Poteet High School, beginning with the reserve players. Please line up on the first base line. Number 2, Caden Page. Number 6, Javian Johnson. Number 7, Omar Urista. Number 9, Josh Pick. Number 10, Christian Benson. Number 13, Jaime Pacheco. Number 14, Justin Adams. Number 15, Azim Hussein. Number 18, John Dawson. Number 21, Mark Torres. Number 24, Zeke Lopez. And the starting lineup for the Pirates, leading off in center field, number 5, Adam Bird. Batting second in left field, number 23, Alex Reyes. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 1, Marlon Lavallee. Batting fourth at first base, number 28, Raul Fernandez. Batting fifth in right field, number 4, Jeffrey Young. Batting sixth at third base, number 11, Xavier Montelongo. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 12, Robbie Armijo. Batting eighth at shortstop, number 20, Gabriel Rodriguez. Batting ninth at second base, number 3, Marco Benitez. And on the mound for the Pirates, number 8, DJ Kaufman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. battery for Poteet on the mound is number 8, DJ Kaufman. And behind the plate is number 12, Robbie Armijo.
Sorry, I have to move. The sun is setting at James Copeland Field in Mesquite, Texas. We are here at Mesquite Poteet High School, home of the Mesquite Poteet Pirates, for Tuesday night baseball underneath the lights. Good evening, everybody. My name is Lincoln Rebel. Thank you for joining this broadcast of Game On Sports tonight's District 13 5A opener between the Highland Park Scots and the Mesquite Poteet Pirates is just about ready to get underway. As coming up to the plate to start things off for the Scots is going to be Braden Jirovic, the center fielder. Started things off at the top of the lineup for a vast majority of all games so far this season, as this first pitch from DJ Kaufman comes in, and we are underway. That ball misses a little bit high for ball one, and that brings the count to 1-0. Jirovic, the junior, in the right-handed box as Patrick Turner ready on deck. Kaufman comes home, the right-hander, hits the outside corner, evens up the count at 1-1. Scots coming into today's game with a record of 6-8 on the season. None of those are district games. This is the district opener for both of these teams, as both teams have played a series of tournaments leading up to tonight's game. 2-1 now the count. Kaufman in the windup. Misses that one outside, brings it 3-1 to Jirovic. Behind the plate for the Pirates, the battery, Robbie Armijo, getting the sign out to Kaufman. Jirovic settles in. Here's the pitch. The ball's lifted down the line in first base. That'll be dropped for a base hit. Jirovic rounding first, heading for second, and he will slide into second with a leadoff double to start things off. Ball floated down the first base line, landed in right field, as Jirovic now stands 180 feet from home plate at second base. Scott's in very good position to start things off in tonight's game. Looking to start district off on the right foot as Patrick Turner steps up to the plate. Ball's lifted in the center. That'll drop for a base hit. Shallow center field. No throw will come in as Jirovic advances to third, and Patrick Turner with a single floated just over second base, and we have runners on the corners now for Harris and Duggar. I don't think this game could have started any better for the Scots, as we have two runners on, nobody out for Harris and Duggar. Duggar with his wide stance that we've seen all season long. Armijo Sets up outside, ball hit over to short. That'll be picked up by Rodriguez. Toss to second in time. Toss to first is not in time. That'll score a run. As Turner out at second, Harrison Duggar reaches first on that fielder's choice. And Jirovic gives the Scots an early 1-0 lead in tonight's game. One away now, runner on first.
Next up, the catcher, number 13, Josh Bowers.
As Josh Bowers steps up to the plate. Bowers, one of the heaviest hitters on this Scots team. Already a pair of home runs this season. Scots have a few home runs as Bowers has 2. Turner currently only with 1. And Harrison Duggar has 1 of his own. Throw over to first. Almost gets past Hernandez. As we get ready to get back to action. Go through the starting lineups for both teams. That'll be after this pitch, and those starting lineups will be brought to you by Chips Old Fashioned Hamburgers, the best burger ever. Runner goes, Duggar heading for second. Throw down to second is in time. He got him stealing. Duggar gets a little too greedy as he tries to reach second, and that big throw from Armijo gets him just in time. That throw was on the money from the Pirates catcher. Jirovic, Turner, Duggar, and Bowers, the first 4 hitters for the Scots, as this pitch from Kaufman hit over up the middle. That'll be through for a base hit. That gets past the glove of Rodriguez, and Josh Bowers now reaches with a single. Preston Gamster now up to the plate. Hunter Kraus will be in the 6th hole. He'll be playing third base, followed by Calvin Williams, the pitcher, batting in the 7th hole. Jack Rich batting 8th, playing first, and Jack Curtis will be the designated hitter tonight. He'll be batting 9th, and he will be hitting in place of Sam Sessions. Sessions will be over at second base for the Scots tonight. Gamster in the right-handed box. You hear nicknames Gammy and Gam from the Scots dugout as this first pitch misses down low for ball 1. Adam Rourke in to run for Bowers now. Rourke, the strict pinch runner, and for good reason, as he's a dual sport athlete, cornerback for the Scots football team. Clocked in at 4.4 seconds on his 40-yard dash time. 1-1 the count, 2 away. Scots leading 1-0. They've opened up this game in the right fashion. Throw over to first, not in time. Awaiting this tie-breaking pitch to Gamster coming up. Gamster stands in at 6'2", 150 pounds. See, we're ready for this 1-1 pitch. Kaufman comes home, ripped down the third base line, and that gets off the glove of Montelongo. And Rourke showing off the wheels as he sprints into third. Brings runners on the corners once again, as Gamster goes in with that E5. Calling that an error on Montelongo. He actually, not a hard hit ball, but it was fairly routine play. He didn't really have to move all that much, just turn his glove over, and that ball went off of the backhand attempt. That first pitch to Hunter Kraus misses up high and outside for ball 1. And with runners on the corners, Kraus digs back in, looking to keep this inning going, possibly score another run and give the Scots a comfortable lead in the first inning. Time is called. Armijo is going to head on out to the mound, have a little talk with Kaufman. This field a little different than anything the Scots have seen so far. The infield is all turf except for the pitcher's mound. Pitcher's mound is dirt. And then all around the infield, the backstop and the outfield is all grass. And that warning track that you see around the foul lines and the outfield just towards the fence is all dirt, unlike the all-turf fields that the Scots have seen for a majority of the season so far leading up to tonight. 3-0 now the count to Kraus. Kraus will be over at third base as this ball comes in, called strike, brings up the hitter's count to Kraus. Kraus, the senior, standing at 5'9", 180 pounds. This 3-1 pitch misses inside for ball 4. That'll load the bases up now. As Calvin Williams steps up to the plate. Gamster now heads into second base. And Williams ready to go.
Next up, the pitcher, number 12, Calvin Williams.
Williams sporting a mullet as he steps into the right-handed box. A couple of Scots players with fairly long hair as Williams and Jack Curtis. Both with luscious locks, as you would say. 1-0 the count, 2 away. Bases are loaded. Kaufman comes home, misses. As Rourke tries to come home, thought that ball got away from Armijo. But Williams keeps him at third, and the count goes to 2-0. Pirates coming in today's game at 8-4 on the season. Kaufman turns towards second, no throw. Gamster in quickly back to second base. Pirates ended last season with a 6-6 record before COVID shut everything down. The Scots, on the other hand, ending at 7-7 last season. 2-0 pitch. That's a called strike on the outside part of the plate. Brings the count to 2-1. Little gusts of wind blowing from right to left across the screen. You can see the Stars and Stripes waving proudly out in center field. The 2-1 pitch. It launched into center field. That'll be Boyd picking that one up for the third out. And that will end the inning, but not before the Scots grab quite a few hits in the process and take an early 1-0 lead at halfway through the first inning. Stay with us. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports.
Scots pick up a 1 run on
Coming back for the bottom of the first from James Copeland Field in Mesquite, Texas, home of the Mesquite Poteet Pirates, as the Scots are taking the field for the first time in tonight's matchup. They lead 1-0 halfway through the first inning, as that throw down from Bowers showing off his cannon there. Little preview of what we could see tonight if a Pirate tries to get greedy and grab a little extra treasure and grab an extra base. Calvin Williams on the mound for the Scots here tonight, as coming up to start for the Pirates, start things off here, is Adam Bird. Bird out in center field for the Pirates in tonight's matchup. Williams has a sign from Bowers. He comes home. That first pitch misses for ball one. And the count to Bird is at 1-0. Bird, one of the two returning starters for the Pirates this season. The only starter in tonight's game. Ball misses down low for ball two. Count goes to 2-0 to Williams. Williams with a couple outings so far. His most recent outing happening last weekend in the Scotland Yard Classic. As that pitch comes in for a strike, brings the count to 2-1. Big swing and a miss, evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And if you're just joining us, you're watching Highland Park Scots Baseball, brought to you by Vista Bank. Vista Bank, entrepreneurs banking entrepreneurs since 1912. 2-2 the count, nobody out. Pitch from Williams. Gets past Bowers, and that is full count now. Count at 3-2 to Bird. Williams at 6'1", 200 pounds, the senior first baseman and pitcher. We've only seen him at pitcher so far this season. 3-2 the count. Williams comes home. That misses a little too far inside, and that's ball 4. Adam Bird going to start things off with a walk on full count. And that'll bring Alex Reyes up to the plate.
Next up, the left fielder, number 23, Alex Reyes.
Reyes in the left-handed box, ready to go against Calvin Williams. First pitch misses a little low. Bunt shown and pulled back as Reyes thinks better than to go after that pitch. Count starts 1-0 to the left-hander. Reyes in left field for the Pirates in this opening game of District 13 5A for both of these teams. Williams, again on the mound, claims the 2021 team goal is to win state. Great goal to have for these Scots, but first they have to get through this strong District 13 5A. Runner goes, Bowers chunks it to second. Play at second base, he got him! Bowers showing off the cannon. As his helmet goes flying, he gets that throw right on the money, and Bird out at second. Got a little too greedy there. As we have one away, count evens out, 1 ball and 1 strike. Williams with the 1-1. Just misses up high for ball 2. Count goes to 2-1. Scots, as I mentioned, in a fairly strong district as this ball comes in at 2-2 now. This district contains the Crandall Pirates, Royce City Bulldogs, Greenville Lions, West Mesquite Wranglers, the North Forney Falcons, the Forney Jackrabbits, and then the Scots and the Pirates. Called strike 3 as that pitch comes in on the inside part of the plate. And that's 2 away now. Reyes goes down looking for the second out.
Designated hitter number 1, Marlon Lovely.
And that'll bring up Martin Lavallee now. Lavallee, the designated hitter. Ball bounces in the dirt. Turf, I should say. The dirt-colored turf is that ball. Brings count to 1-0. Williams has his sign from Bowers, the Scots battery, as he comes home. Called strike, evens the count 1-1. Raul Hernandez, the first baseman, on deck awaiting his first plate appearance. The 1-1 pitch from Williams misses just a little low. He tried for the backdoor outside corner fastball. Two-1. Knocked between second and third. That'll be down for a base hit. That ground ball. 2-out single for Martin Lavallee. And with 2 away, runner on first, Raul Hernandez steps up to the plate. Perfect spot for that ground ball as that went just far enough between Rich and Gamster. Excuse me, that was Kraus at third and Gamster, as neither of them could reach that ground ball.
Running at first base for the Pirates, number 24, Zeke Lopez.
And we do have a pinch runner in for the Pirates, as Zeke Lopez is now over at first. Hernandez at first again for Lavallee. Scott's looking for that last out. Field umpire calls time. As Hernandez had to fix, excuse me, that was Lopez, had to fix his hair over at first. Pitch from Williams is a called strike. That starts things off to Hernandez. So that was the first pitch strike for Williams in tonight's outing. 0-1. Called strike on the inside. Williams way ahead in the count now. 0-2 with 2 away. Runner on first. No chance for a no-hitter or perfect game, as that was Lavallee with a 2-out single just a few moments ago. 0-2. Just misses on the outside. What a pitch from Williams. That looked beautiful. As that'll bring the count now to 1-2 with 2 away. Bowers gives the signal. Williams likes what he sees. He looks over at first. Called strike 3. He got him. And that'll end the inning. The Pirates go down no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left stranded. And we'll be back. 1 full inning of play. The Scots hold a narrow 1-0 lead. We'll be right back.
For the Pirates in the bottom of the first, no runs on 1 hit. 1 back.
Top of the second coming from James Copeland Field, home of the Mesquite Poteet Pirates, as we are ready for the top half of the second inning. The Scots stepping up for their second set of at-bats. Due up for the Scots is going to be Jack Rich. He'll be followed by Jack Curtis and Braden Jirovec. This first pitch from Kaufman comes in for strike one to start things off. Jack Rich and Jack Curtis, the 8 and 9 hole hitters. 2 out of 3 Jacks in this Scots roster, as not in the starting 9 is Jack Jackson, the Jack Trio. 1-1 the count. Kaufman comes home. Ball missing on the outside corner. That brings the count to 2-1. And this home plate umpire not giving anything outside the corners. So 2-1 pitch comes in. Ripped down the third base line, just foul. A tulip torture, as I like to call that. Brings the count to 2-2 now. More recognizable name, a worm burner. Two and two the count. Big swing, a drop third strike, as this throw over to first from Armijo is in time. Rich goes down swinging, and that brings Jack Curtis up to the plate now.
Next up, the designated hitter, Jack Curtis.
Curtis in the right-handed box, standing at 6'4", 225 pounds, a massive junior for the Scots team. He stands bigger than most seniors, as has quite a few football offers, a couple D1 offers, just a few of those from Air Force, Army, San Diego State, Arizona, Lehigh, and Columbia, and that's just to name a few. Count quickly now at 0-2. As Curtis falls behind in the count. The Pirates off to a much better inning in the second than they were in the first. 0-2. Misses outside for ball one. Field dimensions here. James Copeland Field. 320 down the third base line. 376 dead center field, and then 325 down the first base line. Fairly big field here in Mesquite, Texas. Big swing and a miss. He got him swinging. Curtis goes down, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for the Scots. That'll bring the top of the lineup up to the plate. Braden Jirovec steps in for his second at-bat. Jirovec, the leadoff batter tonight, as he has been all season, currently at 1-for-1, reached on that leadoff single to start things off. Single down the first base line. As that single got away from the glove of Young. Young had a little bobble there, which enabled Jirovec to reach second. Called strike brings the count to 0-2 quickly now to Jirovec. Kaufman, one strike away from striking out the side. 0-2. That one misses for ball one. Jirovec, strictly outfielder, as this 1-2 pitch comes in. It's lofted. Shallow right field, both runners running back. Diving play from Young cannot be made. Jirovec into second once again, this time on a double. That shallow fly ball. Great effort there from Young, but he just could not make that grab. As Jirovec into second. And Patrick Turner steps up to the plate.
Right fielder Patrick Turner.
Turner at 1 for 1 as well. He had a single to start things off in the last inning. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. Patrick Turner, the future linebacker, inside linebacker for the Naval Academy Midshipmen. He'll be heading out there this fall. Dual sport athlete for the Scots. He also had a couple of D1 offers for baseball as well, but he said he wanted to focus on the gridiron. Count goes to 2-0 with 2 away. Jirovec over at second. Chance for the Scots to take a 2-0 lead. Pitch from Turner, ripped down the third base line. That'll bring a 2-1 count. Goes foul. Turner with 1 home run this season, as a couple weekends ago had that big grand slam against the Denton Broncos. Helped propel the Scots to an 11-4 win. 2-1. Check swing. Umpire calls strike. That brings the count even at 2-2 with 2 away. And the hats are shaking in Mesquite, Texas, as Patrick steps in to the right-handed box once again. Kaufman steps off the mound, giving both himself and Turner time to take a little breather before stepping back in, and we're just about ready to go. Kaufman likes what he sees from Armijo, who lines up outside. Runner goes, pitch straight up in the shallow center field. That's going to be called on by Bird, and he'll make the grab for the third out, and that will end the inning. The Scots go down. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. As we head to the bottom half of the second, Scots leading 1-0. You're watching Game On Sports. Bottom half of the second inning, due up for the Pirates. It's going to be Jeffrey Young, Xavier Montalongo, and Robbie Armijo. As first up for the Pirates, Jeffrey Young, the right fielder. First pitch from Williams falls in for a strike. Calvin Williams back on the mound for his second inning of action. 0-1 pitch. Big swing there from Young. So that brings the count to 0-2. Williams, one of the seniors on this Scots team, one of the senior leaders. So he prepares this 0-2 pitch. Misses down low and outside for ball 1. The 1-2. Called strike 3. He got him looking. And Williams starts things right back where he left off with another strikeout. That's 3 strikeouts so far for Williams. All looking strikeouts so far. As a senior, having himself quite a night so far. Foul tip there from Montalongo. Brings the count to 0-1. Xavier Montalongo, the third baseman, stepping in for his first plate appearance. Bowers gives the sign. Williams blows this one past him. And that brings the count to 0-2 now. The 0-2, 1 away. Ball fouled off just over the crowd. So that'll keep the count at 0-2. I want to take this time, give a quick shout out to Audi Dallas, the #1 Texas Audi dealer. Here's the 0-2. Big swing and a miss. He got him on the breaking ball, and that throw around ends shortly after Bowers launches that one over the head of Kraus. And those strikeouts brought to you by Rimrock Partners. All 4 of those strikeouts so far tonight. Already 4 strikeouts for Williams. Ball ripped down the third base line. That's picked up by Kraus. He'll toss it over to first for the third out. That's Jack Rich making the grab. And that'll end the second inning. The Scots quickly 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. We'll be back for the third inning. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports. Josh Bowers, excuse me, that is not Josh Bowers, that is Harrison Duggar. I apologize, starting things off. Well, starting that third inning off on a bad note, I apologize there. Duggar going to start things off. He'll be followed by Josh Bowers and Preston Gamster. And that'll be due up for the Scots. As this first pitch from Kaufman comes in, that misses up high for ball 1. Brings the count to 1-0. And I said that so confidently, too. Thought Bowers was up to the plate. He's actually on deck. 1-0 pitch. Misses for ball 2. 2-0 now the count. The Scots still holding a 1-0 lead over the Mesquite Poteet Pirates in tonight's opening game of District 13 5A. Ball chopped over to first. That'll be picked up by Hernandez for the first out. And Duggar goes down to 0 for 2 on that 3 unassisted. Had a fielder's choice back in the first. That brings Josh Bowers to the plate. Bowers had a single in his last at-bat and then ended up reaching third indirectly as Adam Rourke came in to run for him after he reached first. First pitch from Kaufman. Misses for ball 1. Brings the count to 1-0. Pretty big set of Scott's parents, family, and friends alike. A couple of JV players also in the crowd as Scott's JV. That was JV Blue, I believe, that took a 10-5 win just before this varsity matchup started. The 1-1. That's launched down the first base line, and that'll drop foul. As that brings the count to 1-2. Bowers 1 for 1 in both at-bats and throwdowns. Caught a runner stealing back in the first inning. And that was Adam Bird that he caught trying to get second base. This 1-2. That's a shallow pop-up just to the left of the pitcher's mound, and that will drop and be caught by Kaufman himself. And that's 2 away for Preston Gamster now. Gamster with 1 plate appearance, no at-bats. He reached on an error in his last at-bat. That was an error on Montalongo over at third. Pitch from Kaufman. That breaking ball touches the outside corner, reaches the back door for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 the count now. Hunter Kraus currently awaiting his second plate appearance. This 0-1 pitch comes in, launched over shortstop. That's through for a base hit. That'll be Rodriguez jumping for it, but could not make the play. That's a 2-out single for Preston Gamster. Gamster now at 1 for 1 as Hunter Kraus steps up to the plate.
Third baseman Hunter Kraus.
Kraus looking to keep things going for the Scots here in this third inning of play. Kaufman has his sign from Amijo. That first pitch is a called strike. I apologize. Behind the plate is Armijo, not Amijo. Almost had it right. 0-1 the count, 2 away. Hit over to second base, and that is going to be caught by Benitez. And that'll end the top half of the third inning. Scots go down, no runs on 1 hit. No errors, none left on base. We'll be back bottom half of the third coming up on Game On Sports.
bottom of the third for the Pirates, the shortstop.
Bottom half of the third inning,
Rodriguez.
Pirates coming up to the plate. Due up for the Pirates is going to be Gabriel Rodriguez. He'll be followed by Marco Benitez and Adam Bird. 8, 9, and 1 coming up for the Mesquite Poteet Pirates, who trail the Scots by a score of 1-0 midway through 3. This first pitch from Calvin Williams comes in for strike 1. Count goes to 0-1 to Rodriguez. Gabriel Rodriguez, the shortstop, as he sends that one foul over the crowd, bringing the count to 0-2. Williams in the windup has a sign from Bowers. Brings it home. Ball launched into right field. That'll be Patrick Turner hustling up on it, and that one should be dropped. That was Sam Sessions. Ball popped in and out of his glove as that'll go down as an E4. Rodriguez reaches on the error.
Second baseman Marco Benitez.
Brings Marco Benitez up to the plate. The Scots now in double play depth. Kraus over next to third. He's even with third. And then Gamster and Sessions a little bit closer to second base just in case they can turn 2 here. Big whiff there from Benitez to start things off. Count at 0-1. That 0-1 pitch misses just on the outside corner. And that'll even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Benitez, the second baseman for the Pirates. Pirates wearing their all-white uniforms. And then the Scots wearing their navy jerseys, white pants. That yellow lettering and numbering across the front and back. And yellow stripes on the sleeves and collar. And then those pinstripe, the 1 pinstripe down the legs on the pants. Ball hit over towards first base, and that will be set. Jack Rich making the grab over by the Pirate dugout for the second out. Good hustle there from Rich, and that was the first out actually, as that goes down on that F3. So with 1 away, Adam Bird
Fielder Adam Bird.
steps to the plate. Bird reached on a walk in his last plate appearance. No at-bats so far on the night for the center fielder. Good effort from Bowers getting ahead of that ball as that reaches for ball 1. Throw to first, not in time. Jack Rich with the quick swipe could not get Rodriguez over at first base. Calvin Williams claims if he were on a deserted island, the one item that he would take with him is a raft. Very clever answer there from Williams. 1-0 pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Evens out the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Fouled straight back, goes off the backstop, and that rolls all the way to the first base line. And that brings the count to 1-2. Scott's looking to possibly end things on a double play here. Get out of this inning with no damage almost halfway through this game. Throw to first once again. Kind of a slow pickoff attempt there from Williams. I don't think he was trying to get him out. I think he was trying to just keep him in check, make sure he doesn't try to take second base. Although if he did try to take second base, I'm sure that this whole Scots team has faith in Bowers as this pitch comes in and he gets him swinging. Boyd goes down with a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 5 for Williams, as with 2 away, runner on first. That brings up Alex Reyes.
Left fielder Alex Reyes.
Reyes, the left fielder, struck out in his first at bat back in the first. Pitch from Williams, misses outside. Count goes to 1-0. Pitch misses high and inside for ball 2, as Williams, starting to fall a little bit behind in this count, needs to get a strike in here. Make sure to stay in this at bat. Ball missing just on the outside corner. That's a 3-0 count now to Reyes. Most likely a hard red light here from the left fielder. We'll see what happens as Williams looks over at first, comes home. That is a called strike. The hitter's count on the way to Reyes. Most likely one of the best pitches he's going to see apart from that 3-0 pitch. Ball fouled off. And it's full count now. Williams has fought back, and we have a payoff pitch coming up. As Williams leans over to look at first. Throwing arm dangling by his side. He comes set. That's fouled off. That just barely misses a car. Oh my goodness. Got very close to hitting an innocent driver who was attempting to back out of their spot and then leave the ballpark. Payoff pitch once again from Williams. He comes home. Runner goes. Big swing and a miss. He got him. And that is the 6th strikeout for Calvin Williams, and the Pirates go down no runs, no hits on 1 error and 1 left stranded. Scott's still leading 1-0 after 3 full innings of play. You're watching Highland Park Baseball on Game On Sports. Fourth inning of action coming up here from Mesquite Poteet High School, James Copeland Field, as the Scots prepare for their 4th at-bat. Calvin Williams going to start things off. Williams at 0 for 1 so far with a fly out over to center field, and that was Bird making the grab to end the first inning. And for his second at bat, as this pitch misses outside and low for ball 1. Williams having himself a day on the mound so far for the Scots. 3 innings of action, 3 innings of work on the mound, 6 Ks. So that's a called strike, bringing the count to 1-1 now. The 1-1 pitch from Kaufman. It's launched into center field. That'll drop for a base hit. Bird coming up with that one. Thought about throwing to first, but he'll think better as Calvin Williams throws his arms in the air. He seems very happy about that leadoff single. That'll bring Jack Rich up to the plate. Pinch runner now as Pete McCon gonna step in over at first in place of Williams. Little courtesy runner
First base
for the Scots pitcher. That'll actually bring up Gavin Perotti up to the plate in place of Jack Rich. Bunt shown, and that goes foul down the third base line. Perotti in for Rich. We hope Rich is okay, as it seems like this could just be a pinch hitter. We'll see after this half inning. Perotti in the left-handed box. Ready for this pitch. Bunt shown and pulled back as that gets away a little bit from Armijo. No runner goes as McCon stays at first. Brings the count to 1-1. This is Rich's first this is Perotti's first appearance as he bunts this one down the third base line. That'll be picked up by Montelongo. He'll toss that one over to first for the first out. He'll extend McCon as he now reaches second base. That's a 5-3 putout, which brings up Jack Curtis.
Jack Curtis.
Sun has completely gone down here at James Copeland Field. We're now playing completely under artificial light, as it's getting harder and harder to see my notes here. One away, runner on second. High chopper down the third base line. That's picked up by Montelongo once again. Dug up over at first by Hernandez, and that's 2 away now. McCon reaches third base as Curtis goes down with another 5-3 putout. And Braden Jirovec, who stands 2 for 2, now preparing for his third at bat as another run for the Scots stands only 90 feet away from home plate. Pitch from Kaufman, a little bit, not a full swing there from Jirovec, as he stopped a little bit early, but just far enough for the umpire to call strike. Count goes to 0-1 with 2 away. Kaufman comes home. Bunt attempt, pulled back. So we now have a 1-1 count with nobody out. One on one, 2 away. Umpire wanted to call strike, but he doesn't call it. He changes his mind mid-call, as that was a very nice pitch there from Kaufman, apparently just missing the strike zone. As we now have a 2-1 count. And you hear the moans and groans from the Pirate crowd as this ball comes in. That is a called strike. evening the count 2-2 with 2 away. And the hats are shaking at James Copeland Field as the Scots dugout gets a little rowdy. 2-2, 2 away. Jirovic preparing. Time is called. Home plate umpire gives everybody a little bit of time to breathe. Chance for the Pirates to end this half inning and head back to the plate. Jirovic swings and hits this one over to second base. That'll be picked up by Benitez. He'll toss it over to first for the third out, and that will end the top half of the fourth. Scots go down. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left stranded. Williams left only 90 feet from extending this lead to 2 runs. But the Scots maintain that 1-0 lead heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. Stay with us. You're watching Highland Park Scots baseball on Game On Sports.
Man left on base.
Bottom of the 4th coming up here from Mesquite, Texas. Due up for the Pirates, Martin Lavallee, followed by Raul Hernandez and Jeffrey Young. They'll be due up for the Pirates as Calvin Williams, ready for his 4th inning of work, digs into the mound, and we're just about ready to go. For those of you just joining today's action, good evening. My name is Lincoln Rebel. Thank you for joining this production of Game On Sports between the Highland Park Scots and the Mesquite Poteet Pirates. Opening night of District 13 5A for both of these teams. Starting district play tonight, as we will see nothing but district from here on out. And, well, actually mostly nothing but district, because we have a couple of Saturday games. Those will be non-district games, just to give the Scots a little bit more extra practice before finishing out the district season. Ball fouled off, brings the count to 1-2 to Lavallee. And this little district series, a little bit interesting this year, as instead of having 2 separate rounds where they'll go to each team once and then play each team again, they have something different for this year with COVID being a thing this season. They actually going to play each team twice in a row. So, for instance, game against the Poteet Pirates happening tonight, and then they'll turn right back around on Friday and they'll play the Pirates again, this time from Scotland Yard. So instead of playing 1 round and then playing another round against everybody, they're just going to play everybody twice in a row. As that ball is a bullet that is launched into the crowd. Luckily, nobody was hit, as that was a corner of empty seats. Keeps the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Lavallee in the left-handed box. Williams comes home, misses just on the outside. What a pitch there from Williams, looking for that 7th strikeout of the night, evening the count at 2-2. Williams has held the Pirates to just 1 hit so far in today's game. Pitch comes in, called strike 3. He got him looking. The 7th strikeout for Williams. So he gets him on that breaking ball, and Lavallee goes down to 1 for 2. Lavallee actually held the only hit for the Pirates so far tonight. He is now down at 1 for 2 with Raul Hernandez stepping up to the plate.
Baseman Raul Hernandez.
Hernandez, the first baseman, struck out looking in his first at bat as well. And if I'm Coach Yoder, I have a long time before I want to take Williams out, if at all. He is absolutely lighting up the strike zone as this pitch comes in for a strike. Quite an outing from the senior. Big Texas Rangers fan, along with Hall of Famer Tom Brady as his favorite athlete, as that pitch is a foul tip for strike 2. A little bit interesting, as one of the questions I asked everybody was who their favorite player was. I meant baseball player, but I wasn't specific enough. This ball hit over to second, that'll be picked up and thrown over to first for the second out, and that was Sam Sessions making the grab as Hernandez goes down to 0 for 2 with that 4-3 putout. Like I said, I asked everybody who their favorite player was. I meant baseball player, but Williams decided to just go for player in general. He decided to go with the GOAT, Tom Brady. Williams with the breaking ball. He gets a big whiff from Young, and that is 0-1 now to the Pirates right fielder. Young at 0 for 1. Started off the second inning, struck out by striking out looking. Count evens out, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. Scott's leading 1-0. Big swing and a miss once again. So that brings the count to 1-2. Young really wants to hit this ball far, so he had 2 big hacks for those 2 strikes. 1-2, fouled off, as that'll be a battle going on between Young and Williams. Williams looking for his 8th strikeout of the night and looking to get the Scots out of here with no harm done whatsoever. The 1-2. Big swing and a miss, and Bowers digs that one up. Throw to first is in time for the 3rd out, and the Scots 3 up, 3 down in that 4th inning of play. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base, and they maintain their 1-0 lead heading into the 5th. You're watching Game On Sports. We'll be right back.
Pirates go.
Patrick Turner set to start things off for the Scots here in the top of the 5th inning. Scots holding a 1-0 lead over the Mesquite Poteet Pirates. Due up will be Patrick Turner, as I mentioned earlier, followed by Harrison Duggar, and Josh Bowers will be in the hole. Turner digging in, ready to start things off. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. That's a high fly towards shallow left field. A load of runners heading in, and that's dropped for a foul ball. Turner has to jog back to home plate. The trio of Reyes, Montalongo, and Rodriguez all hustling for that foul ball, as none of them can come up with it. And that'll bring an 0-1 count now to Turner. Turner with only one home run. I think he's due up for another one here, as that first swing was indeed a big one. As we're ready for this 0-1 pitch. Kaufman comes home. That is a called strike, brings the count to 0-2. Turner at 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a fly out so far to his name. 0-2 the count as Kaufman prepares to go. Ball misses outside, brings the count to 1-2. Turner, mostly outfielder, also plays first base. We've seen him in plenty of action both from outfield and first base, although his only outfield action from the corners, left and right field. He never plays in center field. 1-2 the count. Big swing, he fouls that one off. As that'll keep the count at 1-2. Turner's favorite MLB player, the arguable GOAT, Mike Trout. Mike Trout, definitely the greatest player of today's generation. Ball swung on and missed. Drop third strike. Throw over to first. Is in time. Patrick Turner goes down with a strikeout. He'll strike out swinging on that drop third strike. With one away, Harrison Duggar steps into the plate.
Next up, left fielder Harrison Duggar.
Duggar watches this one as this one reaches outside for ball one. Duggar currently at 0 for 2. He had reached on a fielder's choice in the first and then grounded out to first base in the third. 1-0 the count. One away, here's the pitch. Big hack and a miss as Duggar evens out the count 1-1. The Scots as a team coming into this game at 6-8 on the season, looking to start district play on the right foot, and they are currently on the right track to start district off on the right foot, leading 1-0 here in the top half of the fifth. Count goes to 2-1 to Duggar. Duggar playing in left field for the Scots in today's game. Here's the 2-1. Misses down low for ball 3. The hitter's count coming up to Duggar. I mentioned Duggar has a home run so far on the season. That home run coming against the Denison Yellow Jackets a couple of Saturdays ago in Allen High School. Three and 1 the count with one away. Here's a pitch from Kaufman. Is a called strike. Brings the count to full at 3-2. Count is full, one away. Josh Bowers awaiting his at bat on deck. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Could be through. That's through for a base hit. That goes to the left of second base, and that will be a one-out single for Harrison Duggar. Rodriguez hustled after that ball but just could not get to it, as that brings Josh Bowers up one away with a runner on first.
Pitcher Josh Bowers.
Scott's now with 7 hits on the day, 1 run to show for it. Pirates, on the other hand, only 1 hit and no runs. That's a high drive into center field. That's going to be Bird settling under it for the second out. He'll chunk it over to first. What a cannon from the center fielder as that ball gets away from Hernandez. So it'll bring 2 away as Bowers goes to 1 for 3 after that fly out to Bird out in center field. Brings Preston Gamster up to the plate. Throw over to first. Oh, he got him. Duggar caught stranded at first base as he tried to get a little too much of a lead there. That'll end the inning. The Scots go down no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and none left stranded. And we'll be right back. Scots holding on to that 1-0 lead halfway through 5.
In the top of the 5th inning, no runs on 1 hit, nobody left on base.
Bottom half of the 5th inning as Bowers chunks that one down to second as we get ready to go for the bottom half of the 5th inning. And due up for the Pirates coming up is going to be Xavier Montalongo. He'll be followed by Robbie Armijo and Gabriel Rodriguez. The next 3 for the Pirates. Calvin Williams back on the mound for his 5th inning of work. Having an outstanding game so far, heading into the last 3 frames. That first pitch is a called strike. He's starting things off right where he left off. Ended the last inning, the bottom of the 4th, with a strikeout to Jeffrey Young. Currently 8 strikeouts for the Scott senior. 0-1. Ball called strike. Once again, 0-2 the count now as Montalongo a little behind in the count. Williams could do anything with this pitch. He comes in. Breaking ball, he got him. Williams with his 9th strikeout as he gets Montalongo swinging, and that'll bring up Robbie Armijo.
Pitcher, Robbie Armijo.
Armijo 0 for 1 with a ground out. His last at bat, that ground out going over to Kraus at third. Williams in the windup. He has a sign from Bowers. Here he comes. That is a called strike. He starts the count off at 0-1 to Armijo. The battery of the Pirates chops at this one, brings the count to 0-2. Nothing but strikes so far in this inning for Williams. Has yet to throw a ball, and I probably just jinxed it as there's no wood to knock on. If this next pitch is a ball, I apologize in advance. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Keeps the count at 0-2. And I did not jinx it, very happy to say. Williams, nicknamed Vin. Favorite baseball player, retired pitcher. Or not officially retired, he's just not signed with anybody, but unsigned pitcher Bartolo Colon. That 0-2 pitch, he got him swinging. Two strikeouts as Williams now with 10 through 5 innings so far.
Shortstop Gabriel Rodriguez.
So far has 2 strikeouts in every inning. That first pitch to Rodriguez, the very first ball of the 5th inning for Williams. 1-0 the count now with 2 away. That one almost hits him, as it looked like Williams tripped a little bit. He digs that dirt out, brings the count to 2-0 now. Rodriguez reached on an error in his last at bat, as this one is fouled off for strike 1. And that error from Sam Sessions, that pop fly down the first base line, went into his glove and right back out. Two and one. Here's the pitch. Gets away from Bowers, goes underneath his glove. Brings the hitter's count 3-1. Most likely going to be a fastball from Williams. The question is where. As he comes home. Misses down low, and that's ball 4. Rodriguez reaches on a walk, and that brings Marco Benitez up to the plate.
Second baseman Marco Benitez.
That was 7 straight batters retired before that walk. As that first pitch comes in for a strike, Benitez 0 for 1 as well. Seven straight retired. 6 of those outs were strikeouts. 6 out of 7. Count quickly now at 0-2. Maybe make that 7 for 9 batters. Oh and 2, 2 away. Runner at first. Scott's leading 1-0. Here's the pitch from Williams. Big swing and a miss. He got him with the high cheddar. And that is strike 3. That ends the 5th inning. Williams, 7 strikeouts through 9, the last 9 batters, and that ends the 5th inning. Scott's maintain that 1-0 lead heading in to the final 2 frames. Stay with us. You're watching Scott's Baseball on Game On Sports.
In the bottom of the 5th. Score remains 1-0.
Sixth inning of play. Final two frames coming up from James Copeland Field in Mesquite, Texas, home of the Mesquite Poteet Pirates. The Scots taking on the Pirates in this opening game of District 13 5A action, as over the next few weeks the Scots will be battling for one of the 4 playoff spots in the 2021 UIL playoffs. This first pitch from Kaufman misses for ball 1. Preston Gamster back at the plate, as he was in the middle of an at-bat last inning whenever Harrison Duggar got picked off. That is a launch into the gap between left and center field, and that'll be picked up by Bird. The longest ball that we've seen hit so far, as Gamster hit that one to one of the longest parts of the field. Could have been gone if that would have been down the lines, but instead that's one away. That was Bird making that out as Hunter Kraus steps up to the plate. Kraus 0 for 1 with a fly out, and then he had a walk in the first, as that first pitch is a called strike. 0-1 now the count to the third baseman. Kraus standing at 5'9", 180, as that one launched into left field, and that's going to be Reyes settling under it and making the grab for the second out. 2 up, 2 down with 2 flyouts, and that brings Calvin Williams up to the plate. Williams at 0 for 2, or 1 for 2 that is, with a flyout in the first, and then he had a single in the fourth. Pete McCon ended up coming in for him after that single, and McCon ended up reaching third before that inning ended short. Time called by the home plate umpire, and we get back to action as both Kaufman and Williams step back into their respective positions. First pitch is a called strike. Count at 0-1 to the pitcher. Williams with 11 strikeouts on the other side of the lineup, as so far has thrown 5 complete innings for the Scots. That one fouled straight back, goes over the crowd. That brings an 0-2 count. The Scots bullpen also very quiet, as can't quite say the same for the Pirates bullpen. We might be seeing a pitching change here pretty soon. 0-2, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Launched into right field, and that's going to be Young racing for it. He'll make the grab. The trifecta, as the Scots go down with 3 flyouts to, that is 7, 8, and 9, making the grab for those 3 outs. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, none left on base. The Scots maintain a 1-0 lead heading into the bottom half of the 6th inning, and we'll be right back. You're watching Highland Park Scots Baseball with Game On Sports. Bottom of the 6th, coming up, Scott's taking on the Mesquite Poteet Pirates, currently leading 1-0 midway through 6. And due up for the Pirates, we're going to have Adam Bird starting things off. 1, 2, 3 hitters for the Pirates. Adam Bird started, followed by Alex Reyes and Martin Lavallee. That'll be the first 3 up for the Pirates. Calvin Williams back on the mound with 11 strikeouts so far, looking to add on to that as we're ready for this first pitch to Bird. Misses just inside, almost hitting Bird on that very first pitch. And that brings the count to 1-0, and it looks like we have some action in the Scott's bullpen as somebody is going to start warming up. We'll have that name for you here in just a bit. Count goes to 2-0 to the center fielder. Bird currently at 0 for 1. Reached with a walk in the first inning and then struck out swinging in the third. Big whiff there as he was looking to go yard on that one. Brings the count to 2-1. Williams has a sign from Bowers. Pitch comes in. Once again, big swing and a miss. Evens out the count, 2-2. Nobody out. Bird digs back in to the right-handed box. Williams steps off, and we're going to take a little break before getting back to action here. Two and two the count. Williams ready to go. Misses down low for ball 3. Full count now on the way to Bird. Bird also had full count in his first at-bat, that at-bat where he walked. Ended up getting picked off at second off of the cannon from Bowers. Since that throw, we have not seen another runner try to steal. 3-2. Ball fouled off as that goes just over the crowd. Stays full at 3-2 now to Bird. Once again, the Scott's going to turn right back around, play against the Mesquite Poteet Pirates again on Friday, and that game is going to be at Scotland Yard, and that'll be Friday at 7:30 here on Game On Sports. Ball misses down low for ball 4, and on full count, Bird walks for the second time tonight. As I'll have that name for that Scott pitcher currently in the bullpen here. Mac Moreland getting set to relieve Williams. We'll see how long Yoder decides to keep Williams in the game. So far with 5 innings so far, as have not recorded that first out so far. Alex Reyes up to the plate with a runner on first, nobody out. Pitch from Williams. Bunt shown. Attempt cannot be made as the throw down to first, not in time. Count goes to 0-1. That little bit of extra action there from Bowers. Dug that one out of the dirt. Threw it over to first. Rich could not make the tag in time. 0-1. Bunt shown again. Fouled off. And that is a bad call from the umpire, I'm sorry to say. But that is a very bad call as Reyes attempted to bunt. And that hit him as he was showing bunt. That should be a foul ball because he was showing bunt. He did not attempt to pull back as that hit him. And so I do not agree at all with this call. We'll see if the field umpire also has a little something to say about it. That should be one out with a runner still on first. Very bad call. I do not agree with that call. I know the umpires have the final say, but my goodness, that was not a good call from that home plate umpire. Runners on second and first and second now after Reyes reached on that bean. And the game-tying run now in scoring position, one of the first runners on second for the Pirates, and that is the first runner on second base. Throw to second is, he got him! Got him with the trick play. And the golden play from the Scots. They've had plenty of time in these tournaments to perfect that one, and they get Bird stranded at second base and Reyes now at first. One away now after that beautiful display from this Scots defense. And now the Poteet first base coach, I apologize, my voice broke a little bit there. Poteet coach going to head on around. Both plate coaches going to have a little conference. Don't see this very often. The coaches are going to go around and have a talk, and meanwhile, Coach Yoder is going to go out and take this time to get a little free conference with his infield. And this timeout's going to go up against Poteet as Yoder asked for special permission since Poteet has time to go ahead and talk with the Scots. And now the Poteet coach going to go and have a talk with the field umpire. Not sure what's happening here. Must be talking about that trick play that just happened. That is a legal play. Not sure what the fuss is about. As the third base coach going to head back out to his position. Looks like no harm done as everybody heads back to their positions, and we're just about ready to get back to action here. We have one away now as Martin Lavallee steps up to the plate. Lavallee 1 for 2 with a single, and he struck out looking in the fourth. Williams from the stretch now. Here's the pitch. That ball misses outside for ball one. One and 0 the count. 1 out. Scots leading 1-0. That's a called strike on the outside corner. Evens the count 1-1. Williams looking for his 12th strikeout of the night. First strikeout of this 6th inning of play. 1-1. 1 away. Pitch from Williams is fouled off towards the Scots bullpen. That goes off the light pole. What accuracy there from Lavallee. That brings the count to 1-2. One and 2 the count, 1 away. Moreland looks over at first, comes home. Chop towards first, that's Jack Rich. Making the throw over to second for 1. Nobody at first as Lavallee with a little bit of a stumble as he goes stumbling into first base. And that's 2 away now. Rich making a good decision, throwing it over to second for that short out.
First baseman Raul Hernandez.
Getting the go-ahead run, getting the lead runner at second, getting the force out. And Coach Yoder is going to argue. He's going to argue interference, as a Pirates player seems to have made contact with Gamster over at short. That was second base where Gamster was at when that came in.
Pirates, number 7, Omar Urista.
So Lavallee reaches on a fielder's choice, goes down as a 3-6 putout with Raul Hernandez stepping up to the plate. 2 away now. Runner on first. Raul Hernandez, the first baseman, 0 for 2, struck out looking in the first and then had a ground out in his last at bat in the fourth. Williams comes home. First pitch is a called strike. Count goes to 0-1, 2 away. Jeffrey Young currently on deck. The senior comes set. Lead from Lavallee over at first. Called strike. 0-2 the count now. Williams ahead. Look for that off speed here from Williams as he comes home. Hit over to short. That could be trouble. That's Gamster can't come up with it. And that will be an infield base hit for Raul Hernandez. Runners now on first and second. Lavallee into second base. Good effort there from Preston Gamster. Slid for that ball, tried to come up with it. Probably wouldn't have made the out anyway, as that was a very long throw deep in the gap between second and third.
For the Pirates, Jeffrey Young.
Jeffrey Young now up to the plate. Young has not put the ball in play so far, as he is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
At the plate, batting.
First pitch from Williams, misses down low. Has been an inning with a lot of arguing, as Yoder arguing an interference call.
Number 14 running in first base.
Yoder also arguing a bunt call. Play over at second. Not in time. And that bunt call should have been a foul ball. I still don't agree with that one. 1-0 the count, 2 away. Runners on first and second. Williams comes home. Big hack there from Young as that evens the count 1-1. Williams thinks he would be voted most likely to leave a mess. Just in general, just leaving a mess anywhere he goes. 1-1 the count. Ball misses up high. Bowers having to really reach up for that one. Count goes to 2-1. Scott's looking to get this last out, get out of this inning without giving up a run, holding on to that 1-run lead heading into the 7th. Williams misses this one down low. Brings the hitter's count on the way to Jeffrey Young. And we saw Mac Moreland warming up here just a few moments ago. He'll most likely come in during the 7th inning to close things out. 3-1 with 2 away. Ball hit over towards second, and that's going to be, that will be catcher interference. The bat hit the mid of Bowers, as you saw that, you heard that extra connection as that hit the glove and the ball. And so that'll bring bases loaded now with 2 away. Xavier Montalongo now up to the plate. Montalongo 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both swinging. Those strikeouts in the 2nd and the 5th inning. Tying run 90 feet away. Williams in the windup. Here's the pitch. That is a called strike. Good start here from Williams. So he's looking for this final out. Tension is building. 0-1. That's a high chopper, bounces off the mound. Williams making the catch, throw to first, is in time. No run score as they get out of that pickle with 2 outs, and they maintain that 1-run lead heading into the last inning of play. Top of the 7th. Coming up from James Copeland Field, you're watching Highland Park Scots Baseball on Game On Sports. Top of the 7th coming up from Mesquite, Texas, James Copeland Field at Mesquite Poteet High School, home of the Pirates, as the Scots stepping in for their last at-bat of the game, of at least the usual 7 innings, as due up Jack Rich, followed by Jack Curtis, and then Braden Jirovic. As it looks like Gavin Perotti came in just for that 1 at-bat as Jack Rich is back at the plate. Count goes to 0-1 after that pitch comes in for a strike. Rich currently at 0-1 with a strikeout. He struck out swinging in his only at-bat, as that is a big hack, and that brings the count to 0-2. Pitch from Kaufman comes in, misses down low. Try to get him with that low fastball, brings the count to 2-1 now. Two. Umpire says yes, he did go, and that is the first strikeout of the inning. Rich goes down with a forwards K, and that brings Jack Curtis up to the plate.
Designated hitter, Jack Curtis.
Curtis, currently undecided about where he wants to go to school, has offers from several D1 schools somewhere and majoring in either pre-med or taking a business route. His dream job, however, is to be an NFL player. Hopefully, he sees that dream come true here in the coming years. 0-1 the count with 1 away. Pitch from Kaufman gets away. That's past the glove of Armijo. That evens the count at 1-1. Time to give a quick shout out here to Venture X Dallas Park Cities, the future of workspace, as well as Goff's Hamburgers, a tradition like no other. 1-1 with 1 away. Foul tip is caught by Armijo. Count goes to 1-2 now. One to the count, 1 away. Kaufman comes home. He got him swinging. That's 2 away now. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kaufman, as we're now going to see Braden Jirovic at the top of the lineup back at the plate. Jurevec with a great night at the plate, 2 for 3 with a single and a double. And his last at bat, he had a ground out over to second. Has put the ball in play all at bats. Looking to keep that streak going here. Possibly make it a 3 for 4 night. And that first pitch misses low for ball 1. Brings the count to 1-0. Big swing from Jurevec. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike to the junior. Plans on going to college at Johns Hopkins or the University of Chicago to major in liberal arts. 1-1, 2 away. Hit on down to second base, and that is going to be picked up by Benitez. He'll toss it over to first for the third out. Quick 1-2-3 inning for the Pirates, as you can hear the cheers from that Pirate crowd. As we head to the bottom of the 7th inning, Scott's leading 1-0. We'll be right back. You're watching Highland Park Baseball on Game On Sports.
Shots go down in order in the top of the 7th.
And we are back, bottom half of the 7th inning, and we have a pitching change going in for the Scots. It's good to see a little closer action here for Highland Park. Ben Bailey now on the mound as he looks to finish off this game. Scots leading 1-0 as this first pitch gets away from Bowers, a little too wide for ball 1. Due up for the Pirates, Robbie Armijo. He'll be followed by Gabriel Hernandez and Marco Benitez. Armijo now with a 1-0 count as Bailey prepares this 1-0 pitch. Right-hander comes home, fouled off, evens the count 1-1. Giving the stats for Calvin Williams, who started this game, an absolutely outstanding outing from the starter. 11 strikeouts through 6 innings pitched, only 2 hits given up, and no runs given. The 1-1. Big swing and a whiff. As that brings the count to 1-2 now. Armijo at 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a groundout so far to his name. Bailey comes home with the 1-2. Breaking ball, he got him. That foul tip. That's the first strikeout for Ben Bailey. And the Scots have 1 away. The Pirates down to their final 2 outs as Gabriel Rodriguez now steps up to the plate. The shortstop in the right-handed box. 0 for at 2 plate appearances, no at-bats so far. He reached on an error in the 3rd and walked in the 5th. And the count goes to 1-0 as Bailey brings home this pitch. Misses just on the outside corner. Bowers framing that one very nicely. Coach Yoder did not really agree with that one, but the umpire says that was too far outside. 2-0 the count. That's a called strike. Looked about the same place, maybe a couple inches more inside. Brings the count to 2-1. Bailey, the junior, comes home. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count now. Bailey, standing at 6'1", 165 pounds, plays pitcher as well as third base. Seen him a couple of times at third base, but most of his outings have been at pitcher. 2-2 the count. Breaking ball chopped over up the middle. That's picked up by Gamster. Throw to first is in time. Jack Rich making the easy grab for the second out. And that's a 6-3 putout. You can hear the delightful cheers and the clapping from the Scots fans as they're 2 away now.
Second baseman Marco Benitez.
Scots need that one last out to seal their first district win. First pitch to Marco Benitez, outside once again. Bailey's had to fight back in all 3 at-bats so far as he started off with a ball outside in all 3 at-bats. Quickly evens the count up at 1-1, however. And we're just about ready to get back to action. Bailey comes home. And that one's fouled over the Pirate dugout. 1-2. Final strike on the way coming from Ben Bailey. Bailey in the windup. Bowers gives the sign. Bailey gives the nod. Here he comes. 1-2. Misses outside. Count comes to 2-2 now. Tiebreaker pitch, 2-2, here's the pitch. Ball launched over towards second base. That's picked up by Sam Sessions, and that will end the game. The Scots survive a late run from the Pirates there in the 6th inning and end up taking a 1-0 win to start things off in District 13 5A. They now go 1-0 in District, 7-8 now on the season, whereas the Mesquite Poteet Pirates now fall to 8-5 on the season and 0-1 in District. That'll do it for us here from Mesquite Poteet High School. Join us on Friday night facing the Pirates once again, this time at Scotland Yard. For everybody involved in tonight's broadcast, for our producer Fred Garner, my name is Lincoln Revel saying so long from Mesquite Poteet High School. Good night, Scots fans, and God bless.